Um, we want to add a base. So you go to Mesh Mix right here. Oh, you gotta select one object. You go to Mesh Mix and then you pick out a shape, and this is the one, the cube. Uh, and we're gonna use that. So I'm gonna scale that down a little bit. We're gonna move that over, bring it down. Change the dimension here. Make it larger. Because usually if you have overhang like this, you want to kind of consider it. Um, Maybe you don't come out all the way, but you consider it a little bit. If this, for example, was a sculpture in a museum, it was life size, not life size, but say it was a 6 foot tall composition. Um, you kind of want the base, really, you'd want the base out here because you don't want people to be able to step into the piece and get and poke their eye on the sculpture necessarily. So you want the base to be a bit of a stopper. But I'm not sure that I envision it that big. And, I'm just thinking about what the piece would look good with right now. Not thinking about functional or practical issues. Um, I think in this composition, I'm thinking of the Venus de Milo as pretty much the center. Even though it looks like there's more space out here, more coming out, I'm gonna kind of go with that, because everything is centered. Everything came in and centered together, so that means that I'm gonna put the base center her in the base there. What you also want to make sure is that everything is touching. It looks pretty good. Could probably have Donald's feet there a little bit more. Except the pelvis, I guess I could go in and raise the pelvis a little bit. Uh, I can accept that as a base. Maybe it's a little tall. Let's go back into it. Let's shorten it a little bit. That's pretty good. So do I need to come up a little more? Yeah. There we go. Accept that. Pelvis, do I need to move that up a little bit? Probably not, but let's take a look. It's a little crooked, so maybe we can straighten it out a little bit. Um, okay. All right. That's our found objects assemblage, digital found objects assemblage, and you could 3D print this. What you'd actually have to do, the final step, would be that you'd have to uh, select them all, press combine, sorry, it takes a little while for these things to process. And I'm not editing these videos. Um, I'm not like trimming out anything to save for time or anything. That's why they're long videos. I'm just, if I had to do that, I would never get these done. So this is somewhat real-time stuff. Um, Although this is taking an exceptionally long time. So I might, let me stop it here and then I'll come back. So what I'm gonna do, let me explain what I'm gonna do. You combine, you combine right here. You need to do that because it lets you go to, that's what you have to do to go to the next step. We're gonna make it solid. It can't be a composition of all these different pieces. It's gotta be all connected into one mesh. If you wanted 3D printed. So let me come back to you.